Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video. If you saw some of the last ones, we've been making a lot of progress on the E82 Pro car. We got the fiberglass hood and the roof installed. Now, like I mentioned in that video, the hood is not necessary right now. It's going to end up coming off so we can do a lot of the engine bay and everything. But for the time being, it's just taking up space, so we're just going to leave it on the car. But as you saw in the title, in this video, we're going to start making our polycarbonate windows to go around the entire chassis, everything but the windshield. We will be utilizing the factory windshield on this car. I already have it, it's in good shape, there's no reason not to use it. I personally like using the tempered glass that comes with them. It's a little more rigid, you don't have to worry about all the fine scratches and all those annoying things that come with using polycarbonate windows. But we will be doing them for the quarter glass and for our half window in the back as well. Now, I do still have all the factory glass from this car, so making these windows isn't going to be too much of a hassle. It's pretty much just copy and paste, trace it on over, and just cut it out. Fairly simple. We're going to be doing both of the rear quarter glasses that will be removable. I have some fancy Zeus Fasteners here that are these little guys. They're not the twist kind. They are just the push and pull lock, so you do not have to go scavenge around for a tool. If you need to remove the window, doing it this way makes it nice and easy. You can walk up, squeeze the clips, pull them out, and you can go ahead and access all the accessories easily that'll be in the back of the car. We're gonna have a good handful of things back here that we will have to maintenance and access fairly often, so making these removable will be key. Like I was saying, we are also going to be doing this back window here. The window itself is obviously just gonna be this top section, but I think I am gonna trace the entire perimeter and run maybe like a 2-inch lip all the way around and just have this entire section cut out. So this is all nice and clean. It has a nice trim piece to go around. I think it'll make it look extremely nice so it's not just this raw metal pinch weld here exposed. So let's just dive right into it. I have all the glass that I want to make in my backyard. Let me go snag some of those. We'll bring them in, trace it over onto some cardboard, start fitting everything up. All right, so I got the quarter glass. They've been in the backyard for a few months now. They're crusty, they're nasty. Doesn't really matter. I just need the shape. So we're going to trace these over onto some cardboard, and we'll put them in the car and make sure we're happy with how they fit. Now, something I need to pay attention to while I'm tracing these windows is they're all curved, especially the rear window. So I can't really just lay them flat this way because it's not really going to accommodate for that curve. So if you flip them over so the curve is facing up, you can start on one side, and as you trace it, you can roll the glass and trace it all the way around so you do have the exact size once you curve the window. All right, so we have the two pieces of the quarter glass traced on the cardboard. We have these that we can work with now. I'm gonna go grab the rear windshield also so we can trace that on the cardboard. And then I can go ahead and just put the glass pieces back into the backyard, and we'll have templates that we can work off of. Okay, so now we need to get the cardboard into position, get it all centered how we like it. And then from the underside, I'm gonna trace out this lip and all the way around onto the cardboard so we can get this big hole cut out. Quarter glass is on, it's shaped really nice. This looks extremely nice also. This is exactly how I am envisioning it. This is what I was talking about, leaving a nice little, 1.5, 2-inch trim that goes all the way around, makes it super clean. Something off camera is this brace right here had a bunch of holes in it from the factory. So I made these strips and stitch welded it in. It kind of goes with the theme of the stitch welded diff cover and the stitch welded firewall, and having this also just a nice little touch to clean it up back here. but it's all in. Looks really good. All right, guys, it's the next day. As you saw, we got all of the rear window cardboard made, we got the quarter windows made, and we're pretty much ready to start copying these templates over to the polycarbonate and get them cut out. So I went to the big local plastic supply warehouse. I got a huge 4x8 sheet of polycarbonate. Assuming all this goes well, I should be able to do all of my windows, including my actual door windows down the road when I get to that point. So this should be plenty for what I want to do. Like I already said, I'm not going to be doing the front windshield. I'm going to use OEM glass for that, so it's nice and strong and clean. I don't got to worry about it getting scratched and scuffed up. And also to have that strength for the windshield wipers as well, because I am utilizing the factory windshield wipers. So we have our big sheet right here. We have our cardboard template. Let's get this on the ground. We'll put the cardboard templates down. We'll start tracing them out. All right, so the rear window's in. I have all the self tappers in. I measured all the distance so it's all equal and symmetrical. It's all in, good to go, looking super clean. I'm not gonna peel off any of the protective liner that's on this side or the inside until I finish painting the inside of the car. As you already saw, the cage is all painted, the firewall's painted. It's really just the floorboard up to the rear firewall that needs to be painted. So once I get all these windows in, I'm gonna leave all of the protective liner on the windows until it's all said and done and I'm done painting. That way I don't have to worry about masking any of these off. I can go ahead and just spray them and pull off the windows and then remove that liner, and then at the time install these windows for a final assembly. So that's gonna be the game plan. These are already gonna be removable, like I was saying, with the Zeus fasteners. So what we need to do now is go ahead and start making these quarter glass windows. I was holding up the templates and I can get one of them inside the scrap piece I cut out from the rear window, so that'll save me a little bit. And I still have that huge square left over from what I cut the rear window off of. So I'm gonna get this traced out, we'll get it all cut, we'll do the same thing on the other piece of polycarbonate, and then I'll show you how we're gonna use these Zeus fasteners and attach the windows. Now I need to find the right spot on here that'll work properly. In a perfect world, they're probably gonna be on this surface. But what I need to do is see exactly where that surface is in relationship to the window. So I'll get this centered how I want, and I will trace on the back side that lip. There it is, I have it drawn out. I'll probably take it in maybe 1.5 inches, and I'll just copy that measurement over here. Okay, so I have the same depth marked on here. Now I want to position these so they face each other so I can pop them. So I'm gonna put them in the locked position. And I want them to be as far apart as I can while still comfortable using my 2 fingers like this to squeeze them together. Again, we'll position this where we want it, and we will mark our holes. All right, so I got the hardware and a bunch of washers so we can space this out as far as we need to. I'm gonna go ahead and get these on and just kind of see where we're at with no spacers. Okay, I'll probably need a couple washers on the bottom and on the top also. Now setting these gaps perfect right now really isn't that important. I still need to go ahead and put on the weather stripping on the back of the window. I'm gonna use like a one-side adhesive rubber gasket, so this will smush on every time I put the window. But for now, I wanna go ahead and just get these set so I can leave them on the car for the time being. And that's how it's gonna go, just like that. Nice and close, so I can just one hand right here, pop these, pull it right off. Now we just need to move over to the back side. I'm gonna put one more right here. Okay, so I went ahead and drilled the holes for the Zeus Fasteners. We're gonna go through and rivet all of them in now. Goes on real easy. Then when you're at the track, if you're in a rush, boom, off easy too. Booyah. Okay, so there's one window done. It looks sick, so nice, quick and easy. Pop them right off, pop them back on. Now, like I was saying, the depth on the nipples that are attached to the car is not set where it needs to be. I'm gonna get like a rubber strip gasket that's adhesive on one side so we can run the perimeter of this, which is gonna stick it out a little bit. So I'll probably have to bring these out, but I'll wait till I'm done painting and we're gonna install these for the final time. So cool, let's repeat the same thing and we'll knock out the passenger window. All right guys, so we got all of the windows done. These quick release are just so nice. This is exactly what I had envisioned. Both the quarters are just gonna come off nice and easy. The back window turned out great also. So happy with it. Now, like I said, I'm not peeling any of the protective liner off either side of this until I'm done painting the car and it's ready to go in. But that's gonna be it for this video, guys. The only windows that we have left to make are for the driver and passenger side doors. Once I actually start putting the car together, I'll go ahead and knock those out and make a frame for them, and I'll be sure to show you guys that when the time comes. But until then, thank you for watching this one, and I'll see you on the next one. Later.